We want to both welcome you. You see, to Deadbeat Corner.
Tonight we're talking about Senator Barack Obama, now President Barack Obama. Now tell me, when he was giving his speech, how did that make you feel in your heart?
I'll give you a short poem as an interpretation. I would like to make myself a snowball, throw it into the air, and let it catch on my chin. That's right, that's what I said. Pretty soon we go to the shed, get ourselves a pitchfork and a bit of hay, throw it into the air. What do you say?
I mean, I'm on this park bench, right? And McCain comes along. And out of nowhere, his dog comes and sits on my lap, right? And I'm like, loser dog, get out of here. That was a poem, by the way. That didn't really happen. Can you believe I saw Christmas stuff in the Safeway today? Can you believe that?
It's election day, and there are Christmas trees being set up around the nation. Will you get one?
As I was watching his speech, out the windows I could actually hear the people cheering in the streets. It was like the French Revolution or something. All I wanted to yell, though, was, "The Bulls won the championship!" Because when I was like 10, whew, I loved the NBA, and the Bulls won, and that's what I did. I yelled out my window. I yelled at my window, see? From the streets of New York. I mean, Chicago. In Michigan.
It was an election year for me. I was 13. I decided to go roller skating. Everybody started singing happy birthday to me. I was taking a solo lap around Melody Skating Rink in Auburn. As they were coming up the part where they say, "Happy birthday, dear Jesse," I tripped over my rollerblade. The rented rollerblades with bright orange wheels. And I fell and I destroyed the back of my head right on the hardwood floor. It's a day I'll never forget. And I didn't care who the president was because I was 13.
Have some coffee, see?
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of that movie. Coffee and
Cigarettes. I was just watching that yesterday, to be honest. But I didn't watch the whole thing. Scene by scene. It was online, so I would, skip back and forth to different websites and...
You know what I saw in Discover magazine? I found out that there was an average of 20 pounds of rotting meat in each man's colon in America. That's average.
Let's talk to some civilians about the recent election. How about them on the couch over there? So
what?
how do you feel about the recent election of Senator Barack Obama, now President Barack Obama?
There's a presidential election?
Didn't you vote, son?
For what?
President. You know what a president is, son?
Yes, I do, sir.
Didn't you vote for him? You gotta vote.
I'm too young to vote.
Are you too young? You look pretty old. What? I'd say you're like, 26?
I got a freak gene. I just have early pubescent hair. I don't understand what's going on. I'm 7.
It's good to see you, darling. Come down on my lap for a spell. Alright. I can take a hint. And what did that Discover magazine turn you into today? Look at you today. Look at you. What have you become? What she said, what are you trying to discover? See? This is the ugliest lighter I've ever seen.
Oh, you're a scatter, aren't you? Scatterbrain.
Shoot it out, bop, bop. Is that even invented yet? Yeah. So you discover things, is what you're saying.
They discover them, and I read about them. But I want to discover for myself. I want to be an archaeologist so I can discover the Ark of the Covenant.
Archaeologist extraordinaire. West of the Nile. Gaza Strip.
Man, I can't believe how many times you've lit that cigarette over and over.
That's because it's not real, see?
It's because
Told ya.
it's rolled up. Notebook paper.
Do you realize that an archaeologist does not mean finding the Ark?
You may think that I realize that. But the answer is no.
Get that... Get that dirty prop out of your mouth, son. Tell me that one story about a snake on one of your digs. I love that story.
All right. There was this 15-foot long snake. We were in Brazil, in the Mayan Peninsula. We said, get the camera. There's a big snake, the size of a log, the size of a telephone pole, crawling right in amongst our legs. And then we got up towards the head. We filming the head. All of a sudden, the snake jumps out right at the camera, knocks it clean out of my hand.
Is that like an anaconda? Is that what that is?
I have no idea what it was.
Like that
We were
movie?
discovering it for the first time, boy.
John Voight was in
You trying to change my name?
was Anaconda, the movie.
Why don't you tell me a story? Maybe about that time the garbage can came to life in your bedroom.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Remember that dream?
Sure. But that wasn't no dream.
What's on your arm?
It's address of my girl over in Post Falls. See? Washington, Idaho, that is. So I'll talk up a storm. I got so many words like a tornado. See?
A tornado full of newspapers.
That ain't true. Tornadoes are illiterate, and everyone knows how illiterate tornadoes are.
See?
You know what else tornadoes got a problem with? Got a problem with littering. Tornadoes should be fined hundreds of thousands of dollars for all the garbage they throw everywhere.
That's right. See?
I do. I made the point.
So I was pulling this job, right? Wrong. This light represents...
When you get yourself a Discover magazine,
Uh-huh.
you open up the pages. Ain't nothing worth anything in there. Occasionally an article or interesting picture of a micro small cell. Little flagellum that they can't explain. You know.
I do know.
Well, good night, folks. Barack Obama, the new president of the United States of America. Cheers.
We're gonna peace out. What? Talk?
Dude.